My apologies for the discreet nature of this message. This was hardly something I could discuss with you in person or over the phone. It's come to my attention that your peers have called for an inquiry into Operation Ghost Town. I have no doubt that the forces who oppose Detachment Zero will be taking aim at them once again. Now, while I won't beg for your defense of them, I will, however, supply you with more information before the inquiry is underway. Within this drive is a compiled series of videos taken during the operation. This was initially meant for the training of Detachment Zero's Blue Team, but now it serves another use. As full discretion, while your peers will be receiving this video as evidence shortly, I wanted you to get this earlier, and from me before the inquiry, not having been clouded by the opinions and agendas of others. I respect your intelligence and ability to see through rhetoric, but I do not trust in the meddling and tactics of Zero's detractors. I'm sure you understand.
The following video is restricted to O5 level staff. Only those in O5 level cleric may view and distribute this video. Any unauthorized viewings of this video will result in immediate detainment and further punishment as determined in severity by O5 level staff.
Brutus 1, this is Shinobi. Be advised, Bishop is entering the target building. Over.
I like what you've done with the place, General.
For science and research NGO, your entourage was rather relevant.
The Lumani Technology Group is not anti-security, General, unless your issue is that you simply think we arrived here overdressed. Did this become a safe country while I wasn't looking?
No, it did not. What is your offer?
Well, that's what we're here to determine. We want access to whatever it is that you're hiding in your exclusion zone.
How do you know what I have there is of any value to you?
Frankly, we don't. All we have are rumors.
What kind of rumors?
Depends who you ask. Your previous defector would have us think it was a discovery of great scientific significance. My country's media would have us believe it is a concentration camp for the rebels trying to usurp you.
Spare me. Your information is based only on the lies of a traitor and the blind gaze of your Western ideological lenses.
We come as potential partners, General. We're not here to question your personal notions of human rights.
What makes you think I'm even interested in a deal?
Well, we know that periodically, a transport of some kind enters your exclusion zone. These vehicles, airborne or otherwise, are not models that your current military backers own. My employers believe it is almost certain that you've already struck a deal. So, whatever they're offering you, my people can do better.
There is no better deal to be made. My current partnership is irreplaceable.
I see. Then why are we having this conversation, General?
Because I believe you're not who you say you are. My partners warned me that I may come into contact with a certain clandestine foundation.
Lumani is hardly clandestine. We're very outgoing and transparent about our actions and interests.
Clandestine organizations are perfectly capable of developing shell companies and dummy corporations in order to forward their interests in secret.
Well, you're putting me in a rather difficult position. How can I possibly disprove that I'm from an organization which, in practice, would not tell you it exists?
The risk remains the same. So unless you're willing to revise your intentions and represent a more honest point of view, we have nothing more to discuss.
I've given you everything I have to say, General. I would encourage you to work with us. As I stated previously, whatever deal you have, my people can beat it. Thank you for your time. Korolenko isn't interested. Wouldn't move an inch.
10-4, Bishop. Moving to contingency alpha. Over.
Yeah, I'll call you later.
O5 approval just came through. Bishop, you want to tell them what you told me?
General Korolenko's death went off better than expected. All relations between the military government and their partners appear to have been frozen. As of this morning, there has been a total exodus of all non-military elements within the exclusion zone's compound. Iota 10's source gives us about half a week at the least before they return.
We still don't know who their partners are.
Not a clue. Can't even find a middleman between the two groups. Partner or no partner, we still need to know what the General was hiding from us.
O5 wants us to perform a recon op into the exclusion zone. Once inside the target area, you'll do a full SSE on anything we can get our hands on. A secondary team will provide an escort up to the border, but after that, as usual, the infiltration team is on their own. If Team 1 should come into contact with anything anomalous, a containment team will remain on standby for when you're back here. Our goal is to maintain a minimal presence, so that means no air support, save for an ISR drone. Comms will be bouncing off them, so don't worry about line of sight. If compromised, you will not stand your ground. Get out of there with whatever means you can. Any questions? No? Alright then. Let's try to get this plan developed by tonight. If you have any mission code ideas, whiteboard's over there.
Shinobi, this is Sakari 1-1. Radio check. Over. Sakari 1-1, this is Shinobi. Read you loud and clear. Over. Sakari 1, this is Shinobi. Be advised we're seeing an unidentified victor moving in your direction. It's several clips out. Over.
Guess what was his name?
Sakari 1, be advised. You have 2 armed sentries watching the gate at your 12th, and another guard watching from the rooftop at your 3 o'clock. Over.
No way through the front. We get spotted.
Roger that. Guess we're going right.
Getting caught ain't so bad. Still counts as a stealth mission if you make sure there's no witnesses left.
Sakari 1, this is Shinobi. You're in the clear. Over.
Fucking got him.
Shinobi, this is Sakari 1-1. We passed Serpruga. Over.
Roger 1-1. Enjoy the walk. Shinobi out.
Smooth sailing from here on in, boys.
Fuck yeah. Should brew my cook stove. Make some real food.
What, our Murray's on real food?
Gentlemen, get some rest. Lance, you're on first watch.
Hey, Kim. I drank doors in Africa again.
Do you think your brain was trying to tell you something?
Oh, no. Possibly. I always wanted to have gotten there earlier. So it feels. I was like all the problems have already come in their own now. There's only any left to stop.
It can always get worse. That much I know.
Oh shit, I have a bag of Milky Ways.
Shinobi, this is Ikari 1-1. We have passed Medoff. Over.
Good copy, 1-1. Over.
Roger, Shinobi. 1-1 out.
What do you think? She's pretty sure it's not profile.
Doesn't look like it was built yesterday. Place looks pretty fucked up.
You know, if you think about it, some crazy, cold, mad-sized government shit isn't really all that anomalous in this Europe. Kind of both, of course.
Maybe the real anomaly is just Eastern Europe.
That's fucking big brain thinking right there.
That large surface, down there in the middle. What do you figure that thing is?
They might have something on it. Documents, records on what this place is for that we can grab.
What do you guys think about these guards? We could interrogate them, get some intel. Got the amnesiacs to make it happen.
It's amnestics, Lance. Fucking amnestics. The negative. Nobody speaks the language. Stick to the fucking plan. One to all Sakari 1 elements. Got a door over here. Gonna take Lance with me and check it out. Expect weak comms. Over.
Manifest says we got 4 guards on duty. Guess that means we're in the clear. You beginning to notice how much English writing there is around here? I was gonna mention, by the way, you see the MRFs outside? Should look like Marine Corps mix. I mean, they could be getting clearance sales on used American equipment, but I don't know. Doesn't look like the military government partnered with the locals on this one.
Starting to think this goes a bit deeper than we'd initially assumed.
Probably gonna take a while to copy everything over. But hey, I saw an espresso maker in the mess hall if you want to put your barista skills back to work.
Funny. Just remember to photograph any physical documents. Be thorough. If they catch us here, we're not going to be able to make a second trip.
What about you, sir? Got any plans for tonight?
I'm gonna go topside and try to get a better look at that platform.
Roger that. Have fun.
It doesn't make any more sense up close.
No, it doesn't. Lance, you find anything on your end? Can't find any side shit yet. Most of here looks like logistics. Spreadsheets, total dates, serial numbers. I don't know how you guys fucking mean. Scar 1, you have an unidentified bird inbound on your position. Over.
Are you having a fucking laugh right now?
Shinobi, this is 1-1. Do you have any traffic on local comms that may explain why we're getting a visitor? Over.
Damocles to more Sakari elements. It looks like their partners have betrayed the no-fly zone, and I'm guessing the local military didn't have the balls to shoot them down. Need Sakari 1 to remain at the site and observe any activity related to that bird. Over.
Alpha copy. Permission to clear out.
Granted. Try to get a vantage point. I'll hold my position to get audio.
Civilian-looking bird. I count 3 men, 2 pilots and another guy. I don't think he's a shooter. He's got a briefcase with him.
Fox, if we're compromised, light up that fucking bird.
Roger that. We're keeping it spun up, so whatever they're here for, it's gonna be quick.
Roger.
I am not the guy. I know you weren't expecting it. Just fucking call Milton. That or, call your own people. I don't give a shit.
CTO, that's not good.
You need to get out of there right now.
If I move, I'm burned.
Yeah, if you don't move, who the fuck knows
What'll happen?
Shit.
June, come in. You good?
I saw someone move. Back there, just before it went off. Shit. Base, we've got a
We're
situation.
burned. Light 'em up.
Pilots are strapped.
Let me see your hands! Don't fucking try anything!
One of ours was next to your little pet project when it went off. What happened to him?
What happened? He's good as dead. Never gonna see him again.
How?
Well, if I tell you guys anything, that's kind of asking for my employers to kill me.
If you provide us with actionable intelligence and your employers catch on to it, I'd say you've got a 50% chance of getting axed. However, if you don't tell us anything, I can make it 100%. And because of you calling your friends, we don't have a lot of time to make that decision.
Okay, fuck.
Think we can work together?
If you've torn the place up, the intel's yours anyways. What do you want to know?
Let's start with this. Who do you work for?
What, you guys don't know? I'm from the United Nations.
You're kidding me right now.
Global Occult Coalition. Should have figured you cucks are on this shit.
You guys made a real big fucking mistake coming out here.
I could say the same to you.
So you guys are, what, SCP Foundation?
Just a couple of friends came out here for a walk.
Why is the UN here? What is that thing out there?
Good question. Truth is, we don't have a clue. We guessed it was built under the Iron Curtain, but there's nothing from the old government on it. Hell, all the facilities and shit, that's stuff my people built around the old construct. Locals only noticed it last year. Whole thing looks as if it just kind of showed up, out of thin air. And by the way it functions, that doesn't sound that far-fetched. That shit you saw out there, that's its principal function. Periodically, without us activating it, the ship powers on and warps out any foreign bodies within its area of effect.
The fuck's that mean?
As far as we know, it's like a rift. It goes from one dimension to another. It's clearly man-made, but I don't know how it works, or who the fuck made it. All we know is that it works. Anything standing on it is tossed out of our reality in an instant.
Does it go 2 ways?
I mean, yeah, kinda. It'll fire up again in a bit, at which point anything can return. After that, it closes for another season. Runs like clockwork.
What's the military government getting out of all this?
I don't know everything, but from what I hear on the grapevine, immunity. In return for our use of the anomalous object, the UN will overlook the human rights violations committed on part of the military government. They won't let us move it out, and the exclusion zone has been put up under the worry that other rifts might come through in this area. But there isn't a lot of evidence to back that up. I'm sure there's a strategic advantage involving the Civil War, but I'm not sitting in on those conversations.
Love me some dirty politics.
Save your fucking moralizing. You people are no better.
You mentioned earlier, if a person can safely enter and exit the rift machine without ordeal, why do you assume our friend is dead?
Well, that's, because of how we use it.
Explain.
Okay, so the dimension itself, it's not particularly active. From our limited observation of it, we haven't been able to find anything inhabiting it other than birds, insects, and rodents. It was clearly inhabited by someone, at some point, due to the fact that there's infrastructure present, but we don't know what happened. However, it remains a useful asset to the GOC. Internally, we call it Black Horizon. If you're an informed party, you'll know our mission statement is the acquisition and subsequent destruction of anomalous entities. Well, this is what happens when we encounter that which we cannot destroy. Captured assets are transported here and dumped into the rift machine. If we can't kill them, well, they might as well be pushed out of our way. Makes them good as dead.
You dumb motherfuckers.
So our friend is in that fucking place with a shitload of unkillable anomalies.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Can we get a signal through?
This is 1-1. I read you. Over.
Atari 1-1, this is Atari 1-2. Do you read me? Over.
Fuck.
Atari 1-1, if you can hear me, get back to where you came from immediately. Over.
Son of a bitch.
Doc's giving us about an hour until the bad guys show up.
And the TL?
If he heard me, he's in no position to reply. 1-1 is officially MIA. As such, I'm assuming command of this fire team. Pass the word on to Shinobi. Got his approval to extract our new best friend.
So, what do we do now? We gonna leave the TL?
Negative. You with the men. Door closes in a bit. And it goes 2 ways.
We're gonna make contact with the enemy way before that happens.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
If he comes out of there, and we're not here to support him, he's going to be taken captive. Then what's already a major incident is going to get a lot fucking worse. We don't have a choice but to defend this position until that gate closes.
Look, I like the guy a whole lot, but we don't know what's in there. He could be infected.
You got the anomaly manifest. Pass them over to base and let Talk work it out with the containment team. Right now, we need to get our prisoner ready to extract. Lance, it's your charge. Meanwhile, Pierce and I will move the bodies, kick some dirt over the blood, and deploy explosives for an ambush.
Roger that.
Oi, where do you keep the keys to the MRAPs?
Prisoner secure and out cold. Fox, where you want me?
Find somewhere on the left where Pierce and I can support you. 10-4.
You know what I just realized?
What's up? I was in the middle of watching the last season of The Wire before we started this up. So if I die out here, I'm never gonna know how it fucking ends. Oscar 1 elements, this is 1-2. Prepare to detonate. Over. 3, 2, 1. Execute.
damn it, god fucking damn it!
Stand by for status on the extraction team. Over.
What happened in there, Kyun? The fuck was in there?
Shinobi to Sakari 2. Be advised, Team 1 is 2 mics out. Over.
Solid copy, Shinobi. Weapons ready and standing by for Team 1. Over.
This is 2-3. I've got eyes on the target vehicles. Ready for detonation.
Get the fuck out of this shithole.
Enemy laptop secured. It's time to move.
Next hot wash is gonna be fun. You Team 1 guys better have a good explanation for this shit. I'm going for a drink, if anyone wishes to join me.
If you're feeling a bit left out when we give you back, my people could make use of someone like you. A mole within the GOC is invaluable. What do you think?
Save it. You think I'm gonna work for you guys? Do you even know what your employers actually want? What their actual endgame is?
Do you? So many interested parties shaking hands. How can intent ever be ascribed to your superiors? For all their faults, my people are insular enough to keep our ideological framework focused.
And my people are legitimate. You're just a fucking outlaw state. You guys act without the consent or will of the people, breaking international law and causing irreparable damage to foreign nations. You are completely without borders or respect for the geopolitical consequences of your actions.
But we act with the superior doctrine. You're all the same damage and more, but for nothing. In addition to that, as evidenced by Black Horizon, you remain unable to completely fulfill your own mission goals. Your necessity is refuted by your own actions.
Are we done here?